Everybody doesn't win.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. عشاق التغيير، أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم في هذه الحلقة الجديدة. ضيف حلقتنا اليوم يتكلم على محور مهم جدا، إنه الإنسان إذا ما حاول إنه يثقف نفسه ويعلم نفسه ويغذي عقله ما حيتغير أبدا، وإنه الحياة ما فيها العدل التام، الحياة الدنيا ما فيها العدل التام، وإنه الحياة ما تعطي إلا الإنسان المجتهد اللي يحاول يشتغل على نفسه ويحاول يغذي عقله. تاي لوبيز هو من أشهر المستثمرين. الراجل هذا بدأ من الصفر، يعني كان لا شيء وما شاء الله تبارك الله اشتغل على نفسه وشد حيله وأصبح من أكبر ومن أشهر المستثمرين. مشهور دائما بمقاطع الفيديو اللي يظهر فيها السيارات اللامبورغيني والفيراري، وحيشرح في المقطع سبب اختياره لسيارات اللامبورغيني والفيراري. من أهم مبادئ النجاح عند تاي لوبيز لابد من وجود مستشار خاص في حياتك. نتابع المقابلة مع بعض.
Everybody doesn't win. And the sooner you wake up to that biology is ruthless, man, then you get a little fear in you. And when you get a little fear in you, you start listening. Because if you're truly afraid, you listen. Let a little fear come in and drive you and motivate you. When you see your life and anytime there should be pain, you go, no, 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 no. It was just how it was meant to be. No. Look yourself in the mirror sometimes and go, you know why I'm not happy? It's because I didn't listen 10 years ago and I got in the wrong career. You know I'm not happy? Because I married the wrong damn person. It wasn't meant to happen. Yes, everything happens for a reason. You made a bad choice. Talk to guys like Dr. David Buss, top 10 most cited psychologist in history. Okay, he's one of my main mentors. He told me, after 25, it's very hard to teach old dogs new tricks, because there's hope for 18 to 25-year-olds. Now, if you're over 25, before you get depressed, he told me, but I have good news for you, Ty. I said, what? He said, adults learn through massive trauma. So you will learn. You have to let in some trauma into your life. And that's rough, but no pain, no gain. Like if you are 100 pounds overweight and you want to be able to play basketball, here's my news for you. Everything happened for a reason. You got fat because you ate too much and you didn't exercise. So welcome to the gym. And the first year is going to be hell, but that pain hopefully will reprogram your brain that every time you want to eat that nasty thing, go, wait, I don't want to go through that pain again. Optimizing your life for hustling and grinding is like optimizing your life around going pee. No, pee is something you have to do. It's not the goal. You don't go, woo! You know, my goal is hit the toilet 7 times a day. No, but you have to do it to survive. So grinding and working hard and hustling is not what you optimize for. It's pain. Why would you optimize for pain? But it is a necessity. And if you look at an actual scientific explanation of what makes you successful, it is not just hard work. If that's true, construction workers would be the wealthiest people in the world. Waiters and busboys, they work harder than the owner.
Are there like key principles though that you can use to turn that compass so north actually points north?
Yes. First one is just like Alcoholics Anonymous. Admit you're lost. And that one's hard for people. You tell people, even for me, sometimes I want to think I'm smart and I got it all figured out. And sometimes I'm like, wait a sec, I'm still lost. And the acquiescence, the admittance of the fact that you're still lost, it gets you on track a lot faster. So if you're watching this and you feel lost, it's better to just sit down and be like, I'm lost. Because the day you admit you're lost is the day you allow yourself to be found by people who can give you a tip.
But what's the equivalent of that? Because obviously if you're an entrepreneur, nobody's looking for you. So that's the one
They are
catch,
though.
right? Who is?
They are. You go to Barnes & Noble, people selling their books. They're looking for you as a customer.
So read.
Read. I mean, the fact that people argue with me on this reading thing, and people argue with me about mentors. No, just use your own gut feeling. Is that how you learn English? When you were 2 years old, you use your gut feeling to start conjugating verbs? No, you learn from other people. You learn manners, you learn language, you learn all things valuable. You learn to drive from another person. So doesn't it make sense you learn life? So books are just the mentors who maybe are dead now. You want to learn about Steve Jobs? He ain't alive to teach you. But you can learn through accumulated wisdom. And that's why, trust me, I meet very few powerful businessmen I've ever met. Don't read a lot. Warren Buffett, who I think is the best businessman by far in the world, he has 75 companies that he pretty much runs, 200 billion in revenue. He reads 8 hours a day. He reads 600. He said he slowed down in his old age. He only reads 500 pages a day. Bill Gates goes on reading vacations. Mark Zuckerberg just started a reading once a week book club on Facebook. It already got a couple million followers. And now with audio books, there's no excuse. You got YouTube videos. Let this thing run in the background. Now, we're the most spoiled generation. Everything, this computer on this phone, iPhone 7, is more powerful than the first rocket that put man on the moon. That cost billions of dollars. Now we get that for under $1,000. And people are still like, I'm lost. Yes, you're lost. Sit down. If you sit in a chair, so if you don't have assiduity to sit down, read, there is no solution for you. You will always be poor because you'll always be beat by somebody who's willing to sit in the chair.
Is there a way for people to build that discipline?
Yes. Pain. Your mind is driven by deep evolutionary drives. So, for example, narcissism is a protection mechanism, right? So your mind wants to tell you you're amazing. It makes you its bitch. You have to override that and go, you know what? I'm not that amazing. So let me go learn from amazing people.
Do you have methods for people to do that? Because I think that's so important. So I tell people, don't trust everything that your mind says. Certainly don't buy into all of your emotions. Just because you have an emotion doesn't mean that you have to act in accordance with that. But how do you help people get over that? How do they overcome that?
I think humans, for the most part, learn by osmosis. So it's hard to lecture people into success. But what you could do is you could inspire people to understand this. So for example, if school system could find all the 14-year-olds and find out what they admire in people, right? It's the reason I show Lamborghinis and Ferraris, because I got a lot of young followers. And you know what 19-year-old guys like? Lamborghinis and Ferraris. So I show that part of my life because then they listen to the other stuff. So first you gotta lead by inspiration. This has been proven over. You cannot pound stuff into people's brain. People actually do the opposite. When parents tell their kids, you gotta read, nobody reads. But if I show a Lamborghini and Ferrari, which is the reward that people want, and then people go, how do you get it? I said, see all these books, I read them and put it, then people, I have more school kids reading books, I think, than anyone in history. I don't say that cocky. I'm telling you, it astounds me because all I had to do was put up a video with Lamborghinis.
عشاق التغيير، إن شاء الله تكونوا استفدتوا من المقطع زي ما أنا استفدت وأثر فيها. النقطة المهمة اللي عجبتني في كلام تاي لوبيز، القراءة وتغذية العقل وتعلم أساسيات النجاح. من أهم الأدوات اللي ممكن تساعد الإنسان لاختصار الطريق الطويل. في عالم البزنس، في عالم تطوير الذات، في عالم العلاقات، في الحياة الشخصية. مهمة جدا هذه النقاط، نقاط بسيطة ممكن الإنسان لو ركز فيها واشتغل عليها تتغير حياته 360 درجة. في نهاية الحلقة لا تنسوا اللايك والشير والسبسكرايب، وأي سؤال ضعوه في التعليقات، ونتقابل في مقطع ثاني إن شاء الله. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.